Boom shakalaka, this chart is bad news for Bitcoin bears. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randy here from Crypto Love. Today's video, this chart right here, bad news for Bitcoin bears. Before we get into it guys, like the video, join us on Twitter at Crypto Love, and of course subscribe to the OG Bitcoin Crypto YouTube channel, making daily videos for over 7 years. Now today, Fear and Greed at 32, dive down to the orange fear from yesterday's fear of 39 in the yellow territory. The overall market sideways, Bitcoin at 68.25, Ethereum at 24.11, and BNB at 565. Now, Bitcoin falling below the 100-day moving average in green, the baby making moving average. Can't say it, I just better go do it, goodness. Moving average here in yellow, which is the 9-month moving average. And also this little support on the volume profile falling below there, wicking down to this little support on the volume profile. Could we be headed down even further? It's quite possible, but you definitely want to stay tuned towards the end because we're going to go over why this chart is so big for Bitcoin right now. If we take a look so far, we look closely at Bitcoin's performance on the first 2 weeks of Q4, and look at this, pretty much every year, the first couple weeks of Q4, crickets. Nothing happening, nada. Not until roughly about the 19th of October do things start to tick off for most charts. But so far, looking pretty bad. And it should be said that after this date on median, the median return, which means that half get above that and half get below that, something like that. Well, median return gets 50% gains, which would put Bitcoin at roughly $90,000, still over previous all-time highs, excuse me. Now, other things worth noting, reasons why Bitcoin could be, well, taking a long time to break previous all-time highs. You have it right here. If we take a look at October 8th, which is a few days ago, 3 days ago, in each of the previous cycles, 2012, 2016, 2020, you can see that in previous cycles, it was a long way off from previous all-time highs. This cycle, it's like literally right there. We are so close to previous all-time highs. So it may take a little bit longer for the price to actually take off. In 2012 and 2016, it took 5 to 6 months for the previous all-time high to be hit. So a little patience might be due. As a matter of fact, on the weekly chart, the trend has already reversed from a downtrend here in red to an uptrend here in green with higher lows and higher highs. And as long as we maintain this higher low right here, right around $60,000, which is right around where the price is now on the weekly chart, well, then the trend would still be maintained. And you can see that it does look like this consolidation cup is forming and a breakout might soon occur. This line right here on a 3-day chart, the SMA 100, has been a critical line for Bitcoin. I've seen local bottoms here in March of 2023, September 2023, September 2024. Well, we're touching it once again, and there's this resistance trend line. When will we break through? Will it take this line pushing the price through? It could happen sooner than anyone expects. Here's a couple charts that no one is really looking at. While Bitcoin price did break out from a falling wedge and right now finding support on top of that trend line resistance, well, the OBV, the on-balance volume, has escaped a 7-month descending channel. This could be very good, and when the pullbacks are done, Bitcoin could likely bounce very high. We also have that echoed here, finding support on the 50 SMA, a crossover here, and a breakout on the RSI down here on the bottom. All of these things suggesting bullish momentum remaining intact. Right now, the weekly ADX crossing below the 23.74 value line, which is right here where all these circles are, have pinpointed many bottoms for Bitcoin. If we take a look at these, in most cases, not every case, because there were a few cases where the price continued down, but in most cases, price did continue up after it tagged these lines. Even in bear markets, price can't help but recover after tagging these lines. So price could be headed up, which brings us to this chart right here, game over for bears. If we take a look, Bitcoin whales have accumulated 1.5 million Bitcoin over the past 6 months. That's huge. Okay, the last time that we had a giant gain like this was back here in 2020. And take a look, it pretty much ended right before things took off. Price was still roughly around $10,000, $12,000 before it went up to $70,000. So this is suggesting that we're going to have some massive supply shock on the horizon, because as price has moved sideways, whales have accumulated a massive amount of Bitcoin. And pair that with global liquidity breaking out, meaning they're printing more money, meaning the money printers are going burr. You can see a breakout of the global liquidity index and its moving average here in red. Well, every single time that has happened has been a massive bull run for Bitcoin. This one is only a matter of time. And based on the power law quantile regression channel and peak predictions based on exponential decay chart right here, well, we could see a predicted peak somewhere between $198,000 and $336,000 per Bitcoin this cycle. Things are about to get very exciting. Buckle up, bucko. That's all for this episode. If you enjoyed it, like the video. Join us on Twitter through CryptoLove. Subscribe to the channel. And also YouTube says watch that video right there. I'll catch you later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.